plaintiff, Anthony Wheeler, says after he admitted to the defendant that he had a girlfriend, she was okay being the other woman. However, they wouldn't be here today had the defendant not filed a false robbery charge against him in an attempt to ruin his life. He's suing for bail and pain and suffering. Defendant Tawana Haney says she and Anthony are still hooking up, and they've been together since arriving in Chicago for their court appearance today. Tawana believes all of her actions throughout their relationship were justified because Anthony played her and her children.
All right, let me hear from you first.
Your Honor, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Tawana trying to ruin my life. Tawana filed a false robbery charge on me, had me locked up. Your Honor, I admit that when I met Tawana, that I didn't explain to her that I was in a relationship already. I was wrong for that. I was wrong. My granny didn't raise me like that. But when everything came to the light...
Don't beat yourself down too much. You're not the first guy that sees a pretty woman and wants to switch up a little, and so he kind of so he kind of gives a little different story in the beginning.
Right.
Until he figures that out, he said, well, I don't want to throw that away yet. And then she wins you over, and then... Right. Isn't that what happened?
Yes,
Trying
sir.
to help you out.
Yes, sir.
See, he liked you, and the only reason he told you that is because he was involved, and he just didn't want to let you go. Ooh, these ladies are looking at me. That ain't selling. That won't sell? That won't sell?
No.
Okay. Well, I tried to help you.
But once Tawana found out that I was still staying with my baby mother, she was okay with it.
Okay.
She accepted being the other woman. However, Tawana became very possessive and demanding. She stalks me. She started calling my phone all hours of the night, and she know that I'm home with my baby mother. She showed up at my job, flattened my tires. I have a witness right here to that.
Come on up. State your name.
Anthony Smith.
What you want to tell me?
First, I want to say I've been knowing Tawana since, she was a baby. I don't have nothing against Tawana or anything, but when you do something wrong, you do something wrong. I know she had flattened the tires, because he worked with me now. I got him a job with me. I know she had flattened the tires. And,
how you know?
I came out, she was pulling it off.
Okay. When you say that, say you saw it. You just say you know she flattened it. You got to tell me how you know.
Yeah, she was pulling off when I came out. And I know the charges she put on, I know they was fake because she told me she was just mad and had.
All right, I'm not sure what she's talking about yet in regard to charges. I guess that has to do with the bail money he's suing about. But let me allow her to give some background.
Can I sit down?
Huh?
Can I sit down?
You can sit down. You give me some background, ma'am.
From the incident he's talking about me going to flatten his tires, Anthony really had text my phone because I told him I needed my $500 back. And he told me to come to his job and get it. And I said, if I get up there, I'm not going to play with you.
Were you all still going together?
We were still talking. I was pregnant at the time. I said, when I get up there, I'm not going to play with you. So when up there, he started playing, going to play, kissing me, talking about he missed me and everything. So his baby mama car was out there. And I told him, since you want to play and got the money from here, a dry run. So yeah, I flattened her tire.
You're not supposed to flatten tires when you're pregnant.
You ain't supposed to throw me on no car either.
Good point.
He ain't supposed to throw me on no car either, but yeah, you're right.
Did he throw you on the car?
Yeah, he was playing too much. And I told him I want to come up there to play with him.
Your Honor, when she gets mad, she pays me, well, she gives me money. I'm not saying she's gonna pay me, but she gives me money to keep me happy. And when Tawana gets mad, she wants it back. That's when that incident happened.
What did you give him the $500 for?
When I first met him, Anthony told me he wanted a relationship. He had a little 5-month-old daughter, and he was trying to pay his fines off. I agreed to help him to pay his fines off so he can get his stuff back together, get his license or whatever. And I agreed to get all that stuff together with him. 6 months later, I had gave him a key within October. And I went to get my key back. This is when I met the baby mother. Said they was together for 7 years, that he's been staying here. He told me he was staying with his grandmother. So we started.
Was she that old, sir? Was she that old? She looked like his grandma.
She looked like a granny.
She jumped on that one. She jumped right on that. Go ahead, I'm sorry, man.
But I started talking to him, and within the 6 months, he told me he loved me within the text messages. And he was saying that, I'm like, so what is this? oh, I'm just there for my daughter. We stay in different bedrooms. I have my own room. So before we came here, he told me he bought a bed. Wanted me to come over there and stay with him.
Wanted you to come over to
our house.
the mother of his child's house?
That's not true, Your Honor.
Did you go over there?
No, I ain't go. No, I didn't.
Go ahead.
So we started, we been messing around. We still mess around. Ask him where he been at since we been here. So you suing me for $5,000. Where you been at since you been here?
I want to talk.
Since you been in Chicago?
Yeah.
Like I said, Your Honor, if Twana doesn't get her way, she'll do anything to get back with me or to make me suffer. Like I said,
You been with her since you been here in Chicago?
But yeah, Your Honor, but I would like to say something. The only reason why I've been with her since I was in Chicago, because she threatened to go home. She threatened not to come to court. Like I said, if she don't get her way, that's what she do. I have proof, text messages. I would like to show you.
What text messages you want to... You don't seem like you play, I'll be very honest.
Because he lying. Don't get up here and lie.
Looks like you play period. That's why I ain't cracking too many jokes your way. Go ahead, the way you looking at talk. Go ahead, let me see what you have, please.
The first message, Twana texted me. I was on a plane, I didn't text. So when she's saying, is you here? I'm finna leave because I didn't get back with her. Because I was on a plane.
Is you here? I'm about to go back home.
And that wasn't the reason why. The reason why I said
What time you coming back here? You rough.
It wasn't that, Your Honor. It wasn't like that. I was irritated already.
All right.
So, no, and then the text...
I want to make you happy. What can I do today?
That's how it is with me, Your Honor.
I see, Doc. I don't blame you. I'd keep her happy if I was you. She got that look in her eye, Doc. I want to make you happy. What can I do today?
That's how it is with me, Your Honor.
I see, Doc. I don't blame you. I'd keep her happy if I was you. She got that look in her eye, Doc.
Plaintiff Anthony Wheeler dated the defendant, and he claims she filed false charges against him for robbery, and he has the tape to prove it.
Let's get to the lawsuit. Why did she owe you for bail money and pain and suffering?
She owes me for bail money because, Your Honor, she put a fake robbery charge on me. Okay? She said that I robbed her, mugged her, and took her credit card.
Wow.
The U.S. Marshals came to my home. I was with my daughter. I was off work. They kicked my door down, took me to jail, and I had to call someone to come get my daughter. Posted my bond, $200,000. I didn't want to keep missing work, so I posted $10,000 bond. Twana agreed that she would pay half. I have a witness for that also.
Okay.
She would pay half of whatever I come up with. Twana never came up with anything. I couldn't keep sitting down in jail missing work, and I didn't want to lose my job. I ended up losing my job anyway because they got a hold of the information said that I was locked up for robbery. I lost my job. I mean, I'm out of income right now. I'm trying to get back on my feet, but it's hard because with the paper that's downtown from my city, it says that I'm there for robbery, but it's dismissed, but it's still on my record.
You can get it removed. Arrests, and folks need to understand this, arrests that don't lead to convictions can be removed by going to the court that acquitted you. You get the court order of dismissal, or from the prosecutor's office when they give you a no charge order or what have you. You take that to the, unfortunately, take a little work, a little leg work. You take it to the police department and ask to have your fingerprints returned, and ask for it to be taken off of the database. And then there will be no record of an arrest. And if you do have one conviction, then you can have that expunged after 5 years. What you gonna say?
I have a question now.
Stand up.
So this ain't got nothing to do with the case. So anything I got on my record that's dismissed, I can have that removed?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's all I wanted to know.
Absolutely. And this is a big issue, and that's why I'm spending a minute on it, because so many people are arrested erroneously just for being in the wrong place, particularly people in poor communities. You walking up and down the street, police jump out, they think you look like somebody, or they think you look like you're doing wrong. And what they call it, illegal search and seizure. They throw you up against the car, take you down, then find out you didn't do anything. Well, it's on your record from then on. And so that's a big problem.
I would like to add something else. I also have a recording of the conversation I had with Twana about her admitting filing false
plea. Why did you do this? Did you do this?
I admitted I did out of anger because he played with me for a long time, for a year. You should kept it real with me. I let you get attached to my kids. And he know my kids don't have a father in their life. So he did things with my kids that their father wouldn't do. I left him alone, and he'll text me, I miss you, or I missed y'all, or I love y'all. He played with me too long.
Okay.
And I got fed up with it.
In and out of your life.
Right, and I got fed up with it.
Of your children.
Right, and I got fed up with it.
Your Honor,
and I admitted I did everything out of anger, and I did admit that.
Why did you do that, though, ma'am? You done messed up the man's career.
It's not on his record. It's not on his record.
How do you know?
It's not.
All right, what do you have?
I would like
She
to play
admits
this
to
recording.
doing it, but go ahead and play it.
It's your fault. I don't understand what I did to you that bad.
You don't know what you did to me that bad?
Wouldn't answer my phone.
It ain't just that. It's just the that you doing. When I did I did it out of anger. Yep, I did do that. But still, half the that you do.
So you gonna hurt me like that, though?
I said I'm gonna get the charges dropped tomorrow. But I didn't think it was gonna go that far, though. And I didn't know they was gonna charge you with that. That man said assault. He ain't say about robbery. Assault.
Yeah, it really ain't funny, because, I mean, I sat in jail for 3 days for something I didn't do. I lost my job. She said that I robbed her, mugged her, and took her credit card.
Wow.
The U.S. Marshals came to my home. I was with my daughter. I was off work. They kicked my door down, took me to jail.
Plaintiff Anthony Wheeler dated the defendant, and he claims she filed false charges against him for robbery, and he has the tape to prove it.
That's terrible, ma'am. That is horrible.
I went down and got dropped, so they got dropped. They got dropped. The charges got dropped.
But she keeps saying they got
But
dropped.
the arrest is on his record, as he says. So if they go on the computer, the database, they say he was arrested for armed robbery. And a lot of employers, whether it's dismissed or not, they say, oh, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Mm-hmm.
And so many men are being criminalized for things they haven't done because people either lie on them or you get police who engage in misconduct. So they arrest people for no reason. And now you're part of that. You're part of criminalizing men who haven't done anything and then ruining their record, ruining their employment prospects. And women do this a lot, sometimes men, but women do retaliate a lot through the law, falsely. TROs, temporary restraining orders, they get that over an argument. Hurt the man's future, hurt his career. They don't understand. When you go into court, TRO, the prosecutor is going to give you one just by request to prevent the risk that something might happen. So all you got to do, I want to tell no ladies this because then they'll go in and do it when they want to retaliate against their boyfriends, but it's because it's enough of that going on. But don't do any of this, ladies who are watching. Do not make don't bring the law in on your lie. Don't bring the law in on your lie. Go to his mama and lie to his mama about him or do something. Or just lie to somebody else other than the law because you jeopardize their entire future. And so this is what you've done, ma'am. Take this $5,000, then get it off your record, all right? All right, judgment for the plaintiff. You just a fool. You need to stop it. Who you got now? Somebody that dirty enough to deal with you? No, they don't. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Oh, it's over with.
He still got to deal with me. I'm pregnant with his child now, so it doesn't matter.
We don't know that for sure.
Don't get smacked, because I'll smack the out you. Don't
All right.
start that. Please don't start because you're here.
Start something else.
Oh, I'm done with him. I'm done. As long as he's there for his child, that's all that matters.